Hello again, welcome to me very hesitantly, very quickly playing the Spelunky Daily Challenge before today ends, which is going to happen in about 3 minutes. So it's good that I got back in time to do this, isn't that exciting? You feel the tension in the air, and only 2 people have done it today. Christian Donlan got $80,000 and he came top. And he actually finished the game, or he got to the very final end of the final level. So what we have to do is beat him either getting further or getting more money, and I think, knowing me, it's more likely that I'll get more money, because I'm rubbish at really getting anywhere in this game, which is weird because it didn't used to be that way. It's the 20th time I've done this, and that means that I have to pick a 10th topic that particularly matters to me. And I actually had to spend a while debating what this would be. And I struggled, because it's kind of weird that you'd think that there'd be more than 10 things that would really matter to me. And there are, but I kind of covered some of them already. And also I didn't want to get into certain things that might be a bit too political, that I might need to research more, or I'd feel sort of not entirely comfortable talking about as I play Spelunky. It feels like I don't know, does it feel like a strange contradiction between the trivial and the not at all trivial? But then I've been talking about Billy Connolly recently, and some very mature, very serious themes in his life, and that was okay. And hopefully I address that respectfully. So really, I've got no excuse. Basically, the answer is I'm rubbish and don't know what I'm doing. Usually, I seem to get through the whole first... Get shot by the thing, thank you. Through the whole first thing without... Whole first level... Not prepared today, I'm not prepared. I get through the whole first level without actually addressing the thing, but I'll try not to do that this time. The subject, as you can see from the title of the video, is inclusion, which is kind of a broad subject. So let me try and first of all define that before I go into detail, or before I take us on whatever merry path I'll take us on. I don't know, maybe the best way to do that is to actually talk about the topic by talking about myself a bit. So you'll see why it's personal, why it matters to me. When I was a kid, I was initially a shy child, but then when I went to school, I ended up being quite popular. And I was quite popular for quite a while. Between the ages of about, I don't know, 7 and 11, I did very well at school with friends, and I had some really awesome friends. And I didn't have a great time all the time, but I generally had a good time. And I generally had a kind of a safe time at school. And then when I changed schools at the age of 11, everything changed with that. And I went from being one of the most popular, most comfortable, coolest people in the class, to being someone who was bullied quite a lot and had a terrible time. How did I get a rope blown up there already? I don't understand how that happened. But I won't complain, because it's a rope. And that was quite a stark change, to go from being one of the most popular kids in the class and being very comfortable and never having to worry, to being bullied quite a lot and being laughed at quite a lot and being victimised quite a lot for basically several years. You know, that was kind of my normal school life for maybe 11 to 13 or something like that. And although it went away, or it was something that sort of gradually waned over time, it never completely went away. And I've set one of those off, but not the other one. And I want to get the gold, so I want to set them both off. Simple, very simple. No, there's no sign of a chest here, is there? But yeah, you can imagine that it's a big change, and it was very difficult for me. And I ended up seeing groups of people from... I can see a crime about to happen. Groups of people from both the inside and the outside. and it was enormously influential on me, and it very much, I think, affected the way. Can I buy this? How does this work? Oh, whoops! Oh, how did that happen? I didn't know that was going to happen. I did know that was going to happen. I want some bombs, and there's a crate there, and there's no way of me getting in there, but I've got a gun and a bit more money, and all I need to do is beat Christie and Donlan to get the moral victory. But yeah, crikey, what a change. I'm starting to oops, well done, Paul. Starting to ramble a bit here. And since that time, I tried to work a lot harder to be inclusive towards other people, and I felt a lot more attuned to... Oh dear, have I killed the thing? I didn't mean to do that. Well, some casualties are to be expected. Did the other thing explode? Yep. And it turns out there's nothing interesting in here anyway. And I probably lost money on that venture. Never mind. I felt very much attuned to social groups and how they behaved and how people at school, in school dynamics, behaved towards each other and treated each other. And I felt more aware of groups than I was before, having been, you know, the coolest person in one and then very much not. And I'd like to think that stayed with me. I don't know. And I also, as I was growing up, became... Oh dear! Well, you know, you can't see a spider in the dark. 29,000. Look at him sliding on that. That's not even satisfying. That's just a thing happened that you couldn't really do anything about. Okay. So yeah, so you know, it's important to include people in things and be aware that people are different and not victimize them for arbitrary reasons. And I used to play the drums and never knew girls who played the drums because girls weren't supposed to, and was never in bands with girls except for once, where the other guys in the band weren't very nice to the girl, and I just thought that was silly. And what was the other thing? Basically, you know, why would you want to exclude people from stuff that's nice and fun? I've never understood that, and that's, to be honest, about the limit of my philosophy on this, really. So it's not so much get involved, it's let other people get involved and be able to be a person who lets other people get involved. That is my box quote. That's going to be on my gravestone. This has been Let's Play. It's such a short one, I could do one again because the time's just crossed over. Number 21 probably coming up now. Bye.